We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Breeze.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 42. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. This defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mason. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now Lewis here on first down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
A second down run with Lewis. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd-and-inches situation.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing going to run down because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
Jackson will keep it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's hit. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Saints are going to get a first down.
The Saints at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking for Colston, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They try again with Lewis. And hit behind the line. He it's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 in the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Second and 12.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And left center. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Breeze. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. And 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it touchdown! Jimmy Graham with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Breeze. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
The Saints on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Kamara up the middle.
Down inside the 40.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal lead.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Breeze. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Breeze now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Yeah, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Breeze on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Moving the football, it's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They're bring us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
A busy night continues for Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, Jackson will keep it. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And some space here. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there on the option.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On the option, Jackson will keep it. Now a pitch comes to Lewis, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back in the 40. A yard in the wrong direction. Next third down tougher. Third down and 9.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Clayton. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And some room to run now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Kamara running right. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Breeze. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A give. This is Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much.
Touchdown, Saints! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th-quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton.
And he will have a Ravens first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
125 yards on the ground for him now, as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
There's Breeze. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Ravens' 45-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. So